referring back to the last video where you could make your own maps from different sorts of image formats, JPEGs and BMPs, it's important to know that Ozi Explorer on the tablet will not recognise a JPEG image file. It does recognise a BMP and will work, although the BMP file is fairly large. So in both cases it's best to convert them to the OZF format, which Ozi Explorer recognises. It reduces the file size, and as I say, it'll actually make your JPEG image work, whereas it wouldn't work if you loaded a JPEG homemade Ozi Explorer map using a JPEG file into your tablet. It'll come up and say it can't find the image. So it's quite easy to do. There's a utility on the Ozi Explorer website called Image to OZF, and there's a shortcut to it here on my desktop, so I'll open it up. It's a very simple little program. It has a source folder option, so wherever your homemade maps or other maps that you want to convert to Ozi format are stored. Mine are just in a temporary maps folder there, and there's two of them. These are the two that we made in the previous two videos. The destination folder is the next one. I've just got it into the same folder just for convenience. There's really not a lot that you need to do in here as far as configuration goes. I honestly don't understand it all, but I use the color quality of 70. It's all about trying to keep the files small but the quality up. So I just show you the settings that I'm using here, and I'm back on the front page. I've got number of colors 48. I don't see any need to have 256 colors on a map on your tablet. Anyway, these are two different image files. You can see one's a JPEG and one's a BMP, these maps that we made. This one very important because we must change this JPEG into a format that Ozi understands, and the BMP is about 78 megabytes, so we'll see if we can shrink that down. So if we click on the one that we want to convert, being the Grampian's BMP file, and all we have to do is hit convert. This takes about a minute. You can see it operating down here, doing a few passes. It creates the zoom levels for your map on the tablet, and eventually we'll save it. So I'll just let this run. As I say, it's only a minute or so, so it doesn't take too long. You can see down on the left hand side it's going to name it Grampian's 25K image.ozf4, which is the current Ozi format, creating the OZF4 file. So it just sharpens the images, it creates the zoom levels, and very shortly it'll start saving that file. There it is now. It's just writing it now, and when that's finished it basically just stops. It doesn't ding a bell or anything like that, and you'll have the option up the top to close it. So there it is, done. If we hit close and we now go to that folder where those maps were, you can see that it's now created a couple of new ones. So from that BMP file, 25K image BMP, and the map pointer file to it, has now created another file, image.ozf4, and the pointer file has been renamed with a little underscore ozf.map. So you know that this map file points to that image, and this map file here points to that image. You can see over in the right the original BMP was 76,000 kilobytes, so 76 megabytes. The new one is down to 15, so it's less than a quarter the size, which is the one you'd be transferring to your tablet, and obviously save space, which is critical on your card on the tablet as well. So space is a premium. So that will run a lot better. As say, it will run a BMP file on the Android tablet, but I'd really recommend you get this little utility. It runs much better on OZF4, and it changes the size down to something a lot more manageable. And again, with the JPEG file, you would do the same with this map, the JPEG map and the pointer. In fact, what you'll find with this one is that this file size will actually increase a bit, because the JPEG format is a very condensed format for a picture. So it's not really to save file size, but JPEG's images will not run on an Android tablet, or indeed if you're using the format that goes into the the head units on the cars, like a mate of mine's got a Ford Ranger, and we put a different version of Aussie into that, and again you need to convert these to Aussie format. So that's how you do it, and you would then take those two files and put them on your tablet. In this case it'd be the OZF Ford extension when there, and its pointer file, this one here. So those two would be copied straight across to your tablet, to the card on the tablet where you've stored the maps, which we've shown you in previous videos.